Hey, what's up, guys? It's Drew here. It's been a while since I did my last video. So I want to talk about what's going on today with Trump versus Clinton. I know what you guys know what I'm going to say. I'm a Trump supporter, but it's very obvious to anybody who isn't even a Trump supporter that the establishment, all the big media channels are supporting Hillary Clinton. And as Bernie Sanders once said, do you think that they're paying her $250,000 for a speech? Is she such a great speaker that they're doing that? Is she such a wonderful and eloquent speaker? No, they're paying her because they put money in her pocket and they want favors in return. Listen, guys, if you want to take a chance and to take a stab at the possible outcome that we as a nation to move towards or move away from corruption and move towards a new outcome or return to the greatness that America once was, you're not going to get that with Hillary Clinton. Okay, that's a guarantee that you're not going to get that. She is part of the establishment through and through. She's been there, since for so long. It's over 30 years. Okay, she's not the candidate of change, and you know that. Okay, Donald Trump is the candidate of change. All right, now what most people are worried about is that they don't know whether he is the candidate of positive change. Okay, they think that he's going to mess up the country because every single time, every year, the Democrats, the way that they campaign is that they make the Republican candidate look like a complete monster. Okay, it doesn't even have to be backed by facts. It doesn't. They will go on anything. It doesn't matter if what the candidate is doing is legal. It doesn't matter if what the candidate has done is righteous, like donating to a charity. It doesn't matter if what the candidate is doing or what the candidate really did. They will make up story after story after story to win elections. They don't care about how low they have to go. They will go there to win the election. They will go there. Okay, it doesn't have to be true. It doesn't have to be based in fact. They will go there. That is what the Democrats do. That is what the liberals do. Okay, so let's move on. Trump is the obvious candidate of change. All right, and I'm not just saying that because I am personally for him and I personally support him and I've been reading his books for 15 years. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it because of that. I'm saying it because he's the outsider. Okay, and then people say, no, he's an insider. Well, no, just because he was able to manipulate politicians, it doesn't mean that he's an insider. It means that he was able to get to use them to be able to meet his ends, to meet his desires. Okay, and that actually is good because if he gets in, it just shows that he'll be able to exert control from the seat of the presidency over these politicians, which is what we need. We need them to be roped in because there's no discipline, there's no accountability in Washington today. All right, we know this already. We know this. We talk about this on my channel all the time. But there's a large percentage of America out there that actually believe that these elections are about race. They actually believe that these elections are about bigotry. They actually believe that these elections are about, sexual immorality or sexual predation, or they actually think that this is what this election is about. They think that this election is about saving the country from Trump. Trump has been around for 30 plus years, benefiting the United States with all his activities. And some people may say, no, he hasn't. He claimed bankruptcy. People lost money. Listen, he did that 4 times. He had 4 failures, okay? But since then, he's been a success 500 times over. He contributes billions in tax revenue from his companies through his employees that pay taxes. He pays payroll tax. His companies pay tax. You can't say that just because he claimed a loss that he's able to avoid personal tax, but his companies pay tax. And he did something with a law that is legal. It's legal. You're supposed to claim your losses. Everybody takes their deductions, and if you don't, you're an idiot. I'm sorry. What? Show me the first liberal that gives the government more than they're supposed to. Really. And then people cite Warren Buffett and Bill Gates. Okay? Listen, if they were running for president, there would be a laundry list, long, number of things that they have done that has been highly illegal and highly immoral. It just hasn't come out yet because there's no point in exploiting them and exposing them right now because they're not running for president. But Trump is running for president, and if you're a billionaire, you serve and your actions affect so many people that you're bound to run into a percentage of people that just don't like you, or don't like how you serve them, or don't like your business dealings with them. It just happens. Even on the smaller level, it happens. Even when you're a millionaire, it happens. So when you're a billionaire, you're gonna have some enemies. You're gonna have competitors. You're gonna have adversaries. You're gonna have people who don't agree with your actions. It happens. I expect that with Trump. You see? But what I didn't expect is for Hillary Clinton to be in government for so long and to have a net worth of over $100 million. You cannot possibly build a net worth like that in government. Keyword, in government, unless you are a crook. There's no government job that pays that much. And then people say, "Oh, she sold books." No, her book sales did not calculate out to $100 million net worth. So where did she get it from? She got this money from giving quote unquote speeches. And you honestly believe that people paid her to speak because they want to hear what she has to say? No, they're making an investment in their future. They're making an investment to their well-being. They're giving her money because they want her to use the government to benefit them. And they'll be damned if Donald Trump takes that away from them. That is why there's so much backlash against him, because so many people place their bets on Hillary Clinton. Oh, Trump will never win. Trump will never win. Trump will never win, which is, this is honestly nothing new to Donald. I mean, people are always doubting him. I've read his books. I've watched this guy over the years, and people are always doubting him. And he's driven to do the impossible. When somebody tells him something is impossible, this guy goes out and he says, "I'm going to do it. Hold my beer." He might not say hold my beer because he doesn't drink, but my point is that he says, "I'm going to do it. Watch." And he does it usually. He usually comes out victorious. Now he's facing a whole complete different animal in Washington. The Obamas are against him. The Bushes are against him. The Clintons are against him. I mean, if he pulls out a win, he will be he will go down in history as one of the most epic presidents ever. And his campaign will probably be studied in how he overcame the establishment. And it'll be wonderful. But honestly, I just got to say, for those of you out there that are just confused, read into WikiLeaks, read into the data, read into Hillary Clinton's history, and then make an honest decision if you really believe that she is going to change things in this country for you. I mean, honestly, don't let the Democrats and their media machine distract you from what's at stake here. What's at stake here is the judges that are going to be appointed. What's at stake here is a possible war with Russia. We need somebody who can negotiate and not goad Russia into war the way the Democrats have been doing for the last 8 years. What's at stake here is our society and our social culture. If you look at America, we're facing degradation in social culture too. People fighting over what bathrooms they can use. People are offended about everything. People are talking race and division. I've never seen this level of division before. It's just blown up all of a sudden. Over the last 2 years, it has really exploded under Obama. And if you're not going to hold him responsible, you can't hold Trump responsible, because this was happening before Trump came on the scene. So you can't hold Trump responsible for that. Okay, and Trump was not president. He was not beholden to any public office. He wasn't a public servant. So you can't blame him for that. Okay, these are your establishment politicians that have created this. If you look in WikiLeaks, they were even willing to take advantage of these situations and make them public so they can create division. They want to create division in communities. They want to create division in the church. They want to create division everywhere. And that is exactly what the Democrats are doing. Don't let them turn America into a third world country. I'm telling you, my parents came from a third world country. This is how it happens in all of them. They all break down this way. The leaders get fat and they get greedy. They make you start watching your neighbor. They make you start, instead of like focusing on your own progress and being a benefit to society, they make you start watching your neighbor, hating your neighbor's race, hating your neighbor's wealth. They just cause division, and they cause poverty and misery. Don't let it happen. Put Donald Trump in office. Give him a shot. Give him a chance. Give him a chance to prove himself. He may not be the best character and the most moral guy ever, okay? But he will get things done. And that's all I got to say. Peace.